welcome back, ihr Schweine, to get Germanized Gaming and What Remains of Edith Finch. A game apparently with great story, great graphics, great everything. I have no idea what to expect here. Going into completely blind, and apparently we can do stuff. Puget Sound Fairy Lines. Alright. So we are on the boat. Okay. Let's open that. Oh, I have to turn my mouse.
Makes sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
Okay. Ah, so every part of the story takes us to different places.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Huh.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Oh, shit, okay. Last seen, Orcas Island. Age of disappearance 11. Races mixed. Indian white. Eyes blue, hair black. Huh. So I guess it's about finding him, maybe? Or part of it, maybe? Not sure. It looks nice.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. What do you call this in English? We call it a fingerhut. Like a finger hat. Poisonous. Or is it nightshade? I'm not sure. Nachtschatten in German then.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Someone definitely didn't do that. Final notice, okay.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
No trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance. Trespassers will be persecuted. Prosecuted, okay. So, what is that? A ring? Necklace. Okay. I like the graphics. It looks very nice.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Well, apparently she was right. The Finches. So, wait, down or up? Huh. That looks quite nice. What's that? More missing posters? Yeah. Someone throw them down here? Not sure if we are supposed to go here or if this is any story-related content. Probably not. Probably just to show us some beautiful little hideaways. I like it when games do that, when they let you explore a little bit. Some frosch. Frogs, sorry. In German you call them Frosch. Frösche in plural. So I wonder... I guess we can't go up there because there are like trees that block the road. Looks like we took the right path right away.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Interesting. I like this text narrative that they have there. The text appears, I mean. It's quite cool. Nice soundtrack too.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oh shit, really? Scary house incoming, oh no. It's a horror game. Oh, okay. We're going through
Crawling
the
through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I bet. What do they have here? Cleaning stuff. More cleaning stuff. Some paint. Books. Raw fowl. Cosmic cuisine. The book of mushrooms. Well, flour, salt, water, yeast. Cooking books. Tasting Thailand. The pleasures of Japanese cooking. Gardening stuff. Gary's potting mix. Empty. Some tools, a workbank, whatever. Bikes. Oh, a typical garage, I guess. Where you just put stuff that doesn't belong anywhere else. Fishing rods.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Makes sense.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
But I thought she was scared of the house. It looks nice though. They just have a lot of copy of the same books, I suppose. Der junge Werther, die Leiden des jungen Werther they got there. The junge Werther. Is that a Dutch version of the book? The sufferings
But
of
instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
the sufferings of the young Werther. In loving memory of Louis Finch. December 27th, 88 until November 21st, 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, or Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Eddie. Memorial service. Oh. Edith, Eddie, Dawn, Lewis. Well, that's us. I guess, then. Maybe. So they did the dishes, kind of.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I like Chinese. No problem with that. Absolutely none.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Nice. It's just like if you work in a in a brewery or something like that, they will give you like a crate of free beer sometimes, like each week, even. If you work at Beck's, that is. At least from what I heard. So they just look at that. They have a lot of canned food indeed. There, everywhere. Well, at least they won't starve. They might get sick of it, but...
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like
Yeah.
a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, it's very cluttered. Or does she mean the house in general? Too much house? I think she means that it's cluttered. Just a lot of stuff. Dawn, they even had their own mailboxes here. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's a cute idea. Spirit Among Us. Swedish folk tales. The Walrus and the Carpenter.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What is that? Why did they seal the door? Doesn't look like a... Oh, maybe I can.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Okay. Okay, so even if you can't seem to interact right away, you have to push... Okay, this door definitely doesn't let me do that. Let us explore the downstairs first. Oh, I have to turn the mouse. No, that's wrong. Yes.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Sven. Such a Nordic name. Barbara Finch.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Well, what do you care? You can just break in. If this house is abandoned anyway, no one will care. A nice house, though. Rich people lived here for sure.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Look at that. How amazing would it be to live here? That's so beautiful. I love that. I guess it would get lonely and boring, but if you were here with your loved ones and maybe if some friends lived close and you could just chill here every day, that'd be awesome. But I suppose when you live here you don't appreciate it anymore after a while. Just take it for granted, like so many things.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Everything's a wreck. Pretty much. Did that carpet just appear when I walked here? I noticed that.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Like a virus. Zombie apocalypse kind of thing.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I guess because it would have made things easier for her. Not having to care for her at home, it can be a tough deal. Things you do for the ones you love, I suppose. Okay, I think it's time for the upstairs. I bet the key is for
After
the
Milton
attic.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Why would she seal the bedrooms? That's a bit strange. Tiny bit.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
That room is awesome. Look at that. How cool is that? Great idea for a paint job, actually. I like it. Was it just a wallpaper? Well, it looks great. Either
Louis
way.
told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
I wonder if we do this, if we get taken away from the house. Because of story and stuff. So let me have a look the other rooms first. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Hmm. Okay. That's a cute chair. Man, this house is great. Lots of pictures. What is that picture there? Is that like a Snapchat filter picture? Interesting. Hmm. Barbara Finch. What's she doing there? Is it like a movie set or something like that? Is she a director? It would explain the money, I guess. I mean, this house must have cost a lot of money. I suppose. My friend Bigfoot, Barbara Finch. Yeah. Okay. Oh, is she an actress? She's an actress.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Hmm. Makes sense if she was famous. Okay, let's see if we can find some of them. Here, there you go. Raw Fowl. So many copies of that book in this house. Another one. Raw Fowl, just a different edition, I guess. The Alpen. The Alps. Alpe. No, the Alpe, whatever that is. Time and the Gods. Orange Tabby. Zinfadel Blend. Angelotti Vineyards. Vineyards. Pinot Noir. Okay, I mean, I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't come up with like 1,000 book titles or something like that. They repeat some, I'm sure. So I forgive you guys. I forgive you. A bit lazy, but Barbara, the movie star's room. Okay.
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Odin, cool name. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay, child star. Alright, so she wasn't a movie star necessarily, like a real one, just a child star. Just.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
I wonder why they left and what happened. Why did she... I mean, I guess the son vanished. That's maybe why they left, but... Sven and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Definitely an artistic family, or one person in this family was. Probably the senior, Edie Sr. here. Calvin. 11 years.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
It's the same pictures in the upstairs area, or the stairwell. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
So why? I don't get that. He's a year. What? Okay. Very strange. Okay, let's open that book.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh, holy shit.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Okay. Is it one of the sealed rooms?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Molly.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That is funny. I like that. How cute.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, it must be strange if you just see it through people all these years. Beautiful view she had.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
10 years old. Or 10 years. She lived here maybe? I don't know. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, don't eat Christopher. Poor Christopher. Nah, it seems to be... Is it snowing? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know.
I kept eating and eating.
Don't eat toothpaste? Ew. That's disgusting. This is so cool. Look, we're a completely different perspective now because we're a kid. Giant toilet. At least for us.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Okay. I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat those mistletoes. Oh, are they mistletoe? I think so, right? Must be winter then.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Don't eat the
It
birdie.
was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
What?
I was a cat.
Okay.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Yeah, you want to eat the bird. That's why he's scared. Look at that. Christmas tree. Tiny one, but... So it is Christmas time. And we're a cat. What the hell?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Hello. Mom and Dad. Well, we're a cat after all. Come here, birdie. Come here.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Is that the same house? I guess, yeah. Huh. Now that I remember, didn't it look very different from this? From afar?
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh, don't eat that mama bird.
I gobbled her up.
Oh.
Suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Okay. What the hell?
Rabbits.
We're an owl! Hiya! Choo! That's so cool. Rabbits. Where are the rabbits? Oh, there are the rabbits. Got one! That's your mine, rabbit!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh.
I
Oh.
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Holy shit.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay.
A mama rabbit.
Holy shit! Ba-dum! Om nom nom nom.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What the Yeah. That makes total sense. Ow. Okay. Yeah. Ah, kaboom. Of course you're a shark. What else would you be? Right?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Edith is a little, or Edith. No, wait. This was who again?
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
She's a little artist. A little author.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh. Gory. Imagination.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
You sneak. You snake. What? No, you're an octopus. The tentacle.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Holy shit. Ew.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Nom nom. People, come to me. Oh, that's creepy.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Gotta eat that, the dude. Nom nom nom. That dude was especially good.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
We're still the
I
monster.
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is so cool. We're a tentacle. A toilet, oh no. This is like that movie with the aliens that go in people's butts. This is disgusting. No, I don't want it. Yes, yes. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'm a butt worm.
I got closer and closer.
I'm a butt worm. Is that my room? It is. Am I eating myself in the end? Is that how it goes? I'm a butt worm.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
This is awesome. You wrote up a little story. And we're back. Molly, that was, yes. Molly Finch. Creative little girl.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Nice. Oh look, that's like one of those tentacle monsters that she dreamt
I
of.
can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Oh, the cat. So Molly maybe, well, she just looked out of her window and let her
This
imagination
will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
run wild.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, wow. Lurpy. Oh. Purpley. And Purpy. And
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year,
Zerpy.
just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Ah, look, that's who painted that room. Nice. Huh. I like that there's so much to discover in this
The room
game.
was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Okay.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann.
Of the curse. Okay. So they don't live long, I suppose?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He took his house with him. Interesting.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Holy shit. Who sails with his house?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. How do we exit this? No, not that way. Hello? I want to exit this, please. Thank you. Yes, hello. Hello. How do you exit this? Ah, okay. Just hold back. Alright.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
So we're collecting stories and information about each family member. Interesting. Sven and Edie. Norwegian folktales. Oh, one of those oxygen tanks. Must have been quite ill. Oh, that looks cool. So creative. I like that very much.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
It's so cool. I like that. Dragon kills Finch. Nice. Tragedy strikes Finch family. Celebration turns to mourning.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Edie won't go. Nice.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Sam Medal Ceremony, My Friend Bigfoot, Random Junk, Weird America the Finches, Conspiracy Now, Sam Photo Award.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I like Edie. She's cool. Very creative and quirky. Derpy. She had cool bird names, obviously. Bob and Burpee. Only this one doesn't seem to have a name. He's definitely into memorializing people and stuff.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Deepest sympathy. Wow, this carpet. And this
The only
whole-
trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Oh, an old person's... Well, I mean, they sit there, right? So. Oh, another one. Another door. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Nice.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Very cool. Ah, it's a photo editing. What do you call that? The dark room kind of thing? Yep. Very nice. This is
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
a little bit like old style Photoshop, this whole room. Kids and youngins, this is what Photoshop looked like at my time. Milton. And here we go. Fort Kelvin. Most improved player. That is cool. You get a tree house in here? To command center. Nice. That is a cool kids room. Made the most out of the space that they had. For sure. Fort Sam. Oh wow, wait a second. They got like two. That is awesome. They each had their own little spot. Taxidermy for the home. Orias Island Regional High School. Cobra Battalion Bravo Company. Certificate of Achievement is presented to Samuel Finch for obtaining a 100% deportment grade in the third quarter of the 1967-1968 school year. Okay. Join and fight. They were big on the military and stuff. Enlist. Interesting. Interesting taste for kids. Huh. Definitely.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Kelvin. 1950 to 1961. Why do they all vanish or die at that young age? Like 11. I wonder.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
It's not impossible!
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Woohoo! Here we go! Or not yet.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. And maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Holy shit. That was cool.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar.
Goosebumps.
When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Ooh. This is so cool.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Astronaut and soldier. That's why he wanted to fly, I suppose.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oops. That's so cool. Huh. Who built this? I mean, I know. It's awesome. Cool idea. So intricate.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Hmm.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, I can play this, okay.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Holy shit. What?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Damn. Halloween!
Walter, are you there?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Holy shit.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Haha.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
No!
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Damn it. Where's the hook, man?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Holy shit.
dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Okay.
And she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh shit.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Nice. That was awesome. Earsome. Very earsome.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
What? Are we going again? Wait a second. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's more to it. Birthday. Barb Street. Well, she definitely wanted to be famous, you can tell. But, let's go.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah. Well. Still locked.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Ah, wait, where was it again? Downstairs, right? Where's the hook, man? No. There you go. Where's the hook? The hook man. The workshop.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Well, I can see why, because there's lots of stuff that you can hurt yourself with. The dragon. Sven. A real crafty handyman. He was.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Huh. An
I remember
underground
asking
tunnel.
Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Huh. A survival shelter.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Huh. As far away as he could. Yeah. Shave cream. Interesting.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
What?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always
Peaches.
expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a
peaches.
monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can. I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No way. No way he was killed by a train. No, no.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
What the hell? What the hell is going on with this family?
I'm sure
with,
my mom was trying to protect me.
with everything. Beautiful view of a painting. Duh duh. Weird. So very weird. Come on, lift it. There we go.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Likely.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ew. This is garbage. Disgusting.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Yeah, well, who would do that? What the hell?
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
That's where he died. He left and then got run over by a train. Unbelievable. What happened to the train, though? Was there a bridge? Like a really long-ass bridge? Huh. Interesting. Okay.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
No. I want to know what's going on.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Yes.
And the history you're a part of.
I don't think I've been up there yet, have I? That's this weird addition I saw that... Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
There's the swing that went round and round.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Yeah, exactly.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
The frog. Schatzi, that's a German word. Like treasure, a cute version of treasure. Schatzi. Schatzi.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
It's a nice cemetery, I like it. Only 10 years. Kelvin Finch, 11 years. Sven Finch. Well, that's strange, though. That some grow older and some don't. Edie. She was very old. In comparison to the rest of the family, that is. So I guess some got luckier than others.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I know what that's like. It's a cool monument, though.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
That's his house ship.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Just a year old.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh shit. She's pregnant. Uh-oh. Well,
I
I guess
never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
we're gonna see the rest of the house. Nice. Surrounded by a large forest and the ocean on the other side. That's like my ideal living situation. That's so cool.
They were both pretty intense.
Holy shit, yep. Another military and hunting dude, hey? Bravery. Military merit. For military merit. Old crutch. This military backpack, I suppose. Some pipes. Radio.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Look at that mohawk on that little kid. Pure rednecks. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just funny. Oh, another store. U.S. Marines. Let's have a look first.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh, because he went to war and stuff. Well, I guess if you know... Sorry, that time is almost over. If you guess, or if you think that your family is cursed and that you're gonna die anyway, you might as well go for it, right? And stare death in the eye, like he did. I'm pretty sure I would have done the same. Like, if you know that you're gonna die sooner than everyone else anyways because of a curse. I mean, then again, maybe, like she said before, you're just making up the curse in your mind and making it real that way. I don't know. But, peeps, that's the first episode of What Remains of Edith Finch. Hope you enjoyed it so far. I think it's a really amazing game. Really cool. I'm excited to see the rest of it. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment. What do you think about this game? What did you like? What didn't you like? I didn't like anything. Like, I mean, I liked everything. It's cool so far. Yeah, and subscribe and follow me on twitch.tv/getgermanized for live streams. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye, and here comes the Explofest.